Hi, welcome to Love-A-Dram. As you may have guessed by looking at the scene around me, I'm not at my home bar right now. In fact, I'm not in my home at all. I'm on the other side of the planet. In fact, I'm in the country of Nepal, in the city of Kathmandu. And I've got some very special whiskey to share with you all today. And yes, it is Scottish. So don't go anywhere, you're gonna want to see this. Welcome to Love-A-Dram, Scottish whiskey evangelism. Here we celebrate the finest beverage on the planet, single malt Scottish whiskey. Wouldn't you love a dram? Hello, namaste. Welcome to Love-A-Dram. I'm Jonathan. This time I am in Kathmandu, Nepal. And of course, being a whiskey hunter, I've sought out and found some really interesting whiskeys to share with you. These are indeed whiskeys that are produced in Scotland, but there's a unique twist to them because these are produced in Scotland but made for the market here in Nepal. Both are blended whiskeys. They're aged at 12 and 15 years. And the really cool thing is you can tell by the bottle and the boxes, these are really some whiskeys that are celebrating some really unique art. And so both of these whiskeys and boxes are feature artwork from some really prominent local artists here in Nepal. The 12-year-old in the white bottle, this is the artwork of all the different flowers. It's been done by an artist named Lok Chitrakar. And this is a 12-year-old blended Scottish whiskey. The one in the black bottle, the 15-year-old, it features the artwork from Samundra Man Singh Shrestha. And both are famous local artists here in Nepal. And these editions were produced in order to help celebrate Nepali folk art. The different depictions on the bottles represent different aspects of Nepali folk culture and feature many interesting elements of both, in the case of the 15-year-old, some real and imaginary or mythical creatures that are part of Nepalese folklore. And the 12-year-old in the white bottle features some beautiful depictions of local flowers that bloom at different times throughout the year here in Nepal. These are both blended whiskeys. These were both produced in Scotland. And the interesting thing is the 12-year-old spent 12 years maturing in ex-bourbon casks from the United States before being transferred into oloroso sherry casks for about a year, and then another final 6 months finishing in Pedro Jimenez sherry casks. So the same is true for the black bottle. The 15-year-old also spent most of its time in ex-bourbon barrels, and before being transferred to oloroso and then finished in Pedro Jimenez casks. So the result is really nice whiskey and really beautiful presentation. This is the 12-year-old that I'm enjoying right now. It's got a lovely floral bouquet to it with some nice caramel notes and fruit notes as well. It's a gorgeous golden color. And the taste? This is really enjoyable whiskey. Yes, it's a blend. It's not a single malt, and you know I'm very partial to those. However, blends are good too, and this one is no exception. This has got really lovely character from the bourbon. You get the vanilla and caramel with just a nice touch of oak in it, and then finishing it off with the sweetness that comes from the sherry casks and that fruity element to it. The beautiful whiskey, absolutely beautiful. and very enjoyable. These are rare bottles. These are special edition bottles that I was able to source here in Kathmandu, and I'm very happy to be going home with at least one of these. Probably finish the other one while I'm here, but I wanted to share these with you because Scottish whiskey is all over the world. It's been interesting going into some local liquor stores here in Kathmandu and finding things like Bamor, Aberlour, Lafroig, Singleton, and even Talisker. So there's lots of interest here in whiskey. Whiskey drinking is popular. I think the most popular one that I've encountered here has been the Glenfiddich 12-year-old, but it seems like the market for Scottish whiskey is definitely increasing here in Nepal. And clearly when they're imbibing things like local artistry into the presentation, I think that's just fantastic. The artwork celebrates some of the culture of Nepal, while the spirit itself celebrates the spirit of Scotland. So a very interesting combination here. So from all of us here at Love-A-Dram in Nepal, Kathmandu, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, maybe back in the regular bar. Slanja.